start a new thing and saying that I'm going to uh, saying, can you sleep when the wind is blowing? Can you sleep when the wind is blowing? That's going to be our theme through question from now through December. Can you sleep when the wind is done? And the general theme I'm going to teach from this morning is Psalm 90:12. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. So teach us to number our days, so that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Can you sleep when the wind blows? Maybe you'll understand that after you hear this story. A farmer advertised for a hired hand. A young man answered the ad. The farmer interviewed him, and it went as follows. Can you drive a tractor? The young man said, no, I can't drive a tractor, at least not yet. He said, can you milk a cow? The young man said, never been around a cow in my whole life. Wouldn't even know what a cow looked like. So no, I can't milk a cow. Yeah, he said, can you run a milk machine then? Wouldn't know what a milk machine looked like. No, sir, I can't run a milk machine at this time. I said, well, can you know how to feed the chickens? Young man said, I wouldn't know what a chicken looked like. If you would throw one on me, I've never been around a chicken, so I guess I can't, you know. He said, well, do you know anything about horses? He said, I'm scared of horses, but no, I can't ride a horse and don't know how to feed a horse at this time. And the farmer looked down and he was kind of discouraged. After the interview, he didn't understand it, so he thought he would say, okay, well, since you're telling me all this stuff you can't do, tell me what you can do. And the young man said, well, I can sleep when the wind blows. I said, you can sleep when the wind blows? I don't understand that. I said, well, but because of the need the farmer had and that he needed someone real bad, he went on and hired the man. Never said, well, I guess just about is somewhat better than nobody. So he went on and hired him. A couple of weeks later, a terrible storm awakened the farmer. There was rain and storm that was coming. The farmer jumped up and he thought about it. He said, oh Lord, the tractor is left uncovered. It's going to get wet, be out there in the storm. He thought about the cow. The cows need to be milked. None of that had been done. He was kind of panicking. He said the horses are still in the field and the storm may knock the fence down and the horses are going to run out. And he thought about there was a hole in the side of the fence that he had been meaning to fix, but he hadn't been able to fix that. He thought about the chickens. The chickens were unprotected. Lord, he in the storm, it was just blowing outside, and he ran out to the barn, and that was his young man's sleep. He really got disgusted then. And not only was he sleeping, but he was also snoring. He was dead asleep. And so the farmer said, I don't want to bother him. He ain't no use. When you wake up, I'm going to fire him and let him go. The farmer ran outside, and to the amazing, this is what he saw. He saw that the tractor that he had left uncovered outside the barn was now in the barn. He found that the cows had been milked. He found that the chickens had been put in their coop, and the horses were now in the barn. And then he thought about what the young man had said in the interview. He said, I can sleep when the wind blows. I wonder this morning, how many of us are able to sleep when the wind blows? How many of us are able to sleep because we know that we have taken care of our responsibility and what God has given us to do? And even though there were times in life when we didn't understand our relationship and didn't understand why God had us here, but we have developed a relationship with God and gotten so close with God that now we understand what He's telling us to do, that when the wind blows, we're now able to sleep. Psalm 90 talks about the wonderment of each day. Lord, teach us to number our days, that every day is important, and not only important in our life, but it's important in those individuals that's around us. Teach us to number our days so that we may apply our heart unto wisdom. Lord have mercy. The supply of time is a daily miracle in our life. Just the fact that we are here this morning is still a miracle. Each morning our lives is magically filled with 24 hours of unmanufactured time. Lane, this is your life. Your time is precious. It's your possession. What you do with it determines what you want to do with it. If you don't want to do nothing, you won't do nothing. But if you want to do something, you will do something. I talked last week on the refreshments of time. I talked last week on just at some point doing what? Nothing. Sometimes that we ought to just do nothing. We need that refreshment from God, that we have been going so long that we need to just at some point just stop and what? Do nothing. What you gonna do today, Reverend Wiley? Nothing. What are you doing? Looking. What are you looking at? I'm just looking. But what you looking at? I'm just looking. Sometimes folks call me and say, what are you doing? Sitting on the side of the bed. Well, why are you sitting there? Well, I want to sit. Okay, why are you sitting there? Well, because I just got up. What you gonna do today? Nothing. You mean to say you ain't do nothing all day? Nothing. What are you doing now? Nothing. What you gonna be doing in a few minutes? I'm gonna go get me a bowl of cornflakes, frosted cornflakes, and I'm gonna do absolutely what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. 4 things about time and each day that you need to understand. That each day is a gift from God. Amen. Each day is, and you know what I found? It's a new day. Mm-hmm. Chef, is not a used day. You know, sometimes we like used days. You know, but we treat every day like it's a used day, Mr. Ross, because we carry over on Tuesdays what happened from Monday. But God has given us a new day. Think about it. God says that it's a new day. And if you still worry on Friday about what happened on Monday, then you're not treating every day like a new day. You're treating it like a used day. And when you carry problems over from one day to another day, well, you're treating them like a used day. You're not giving God the credit that he deserves. It's a reason why. It's a gift from God. Yesterday, you were tired and you were troubled. You go home, you wake up, you sleep, and you feel refreshed. God intended that way because what? It's a new day. Whatever you do today, once you get tired, I told him this morning, I was in Mount Enterprise yesterday, down in the country. Tired when I got back. Got up this morning, I was refreshed. A new day. But it's not new if you still carry the baggage that you had from yesterday into the new day, because it's not a gift. It's a gift from God, and if we don't appreciate it, then we don't realize the gift that God has given us. Today is free. You should be refreshed and free. Whatever you don't have, where is not going to give it to you? Where is not going to give it to you? If you don't have it, you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Then the second thing you need to know, not only every day is a gift from God, but also every day brings us a chance to do better and to make good. The slate is wiped clean. I used to understand how my parents could whoop you, beat you. The next day they be talking about how much they love you. I don't love you. You just beat me. you just hit me all upside my head and upside my stomach, and I got all these whips on me, and you talking about you love me? I'm talking about that's the kind of love I don't need. And then they'll tell you the slate is wiped clean. Oh, Lord. When we realize that every day brings a chance to do better and make good, then we realize that we have a chance to repair the relationship that's broken with our mother, with our father, with our children. We have a chance to tell them, whatever you've done, let's move forward. Because you can't change that. Let's go forward. Let's see what the future. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I talked about during the funeral of my uncle is don't let your failure determine your future. You remember that? Don't let your failure, don't let what has happened to you determines your future. And then we talked about how all of the prophets were failures in their life, but they ended up being successful in what God wanted them to do. Don't let a person's failure determine their future. Repair old relationships, because every day brings a chance to do better than we've had to tell. There comes a time when we have to decide that, look, we're going to what? Do better. Then the third thing about every day is this. Every day comes one at a time. God don't put Tuesday and Wednesday together. Even though we couple Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the weekend, God couples those at one day at a time. There's a Friday, there's a Saturday, and there's a Sunday. And what happens in our life is that we be so happy Friday comes that we try to put everything on Friday, Saturday. When Monday comes, we're so tired. We're so tired we don't know nothing to do. God saw fit that we need every day to accommodate a limited amount of strength. There's just so much that you can do. What they said, Rome wasn't built in a day. There's just so much that you can do. So love, there's just so much talking that you can do. You know what I'm saying? as a preacher, I guess Sister Love, this preacher's about 93, 94 years of age. He comes to the funeral home about his grandkids dead. And he was talking to us one time. We said, how do you go through it? He said, I put my hand in a good man's hand and able to hold on. Ain't that so? You put your hands in a good man's hand that you're able to hold on when things get rocky and when things get to the point where you don't understand what's going to happen. You get to the point where you just hold on and ask God to just continue to hold your hand. Ain't that so? Every day is a new day. And then the last thing I want to tell you about every day is a reminder that our years are coming to an end. I think it was my cousin that told my sister-in-law, every zero brings more pain. Every zero that you get brings a different ache. Right? Was that Mary told you that? Yeah. Every zero. 40, you have one pain. 50, you have another pain. 60, you have another pain. 70, you have another pain. 80, you have another pain. All of them, Sister Love, don't they? How old are you, Sister Love? 92. All of them bring a different pain, don't they? Amen. All of them bring, it's just a reminder that we're bringing our years to the end. Listen to this. When you're young, you want adventure. But when you're old, you see the value of rest. When you're foolish, you want to conquer the world. But when you're wise, you want to conquer yourself. When you're young, you want fame and fortune. When you're old, you know that faithfulness is a lot better than fame. Our life is measured not by what we win, but our life is measured by the things that we strive for. And let the church say, amen. Amen. Ain't that nice? Our lives is measured not by what we win, but by the things we strive for. Amen. Amen. Let us all stand. We're going to sing a congregational song together. Amen. What are we going to sing together? Amen. Y'all know, blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be the name. Blessed be the name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Oh Lord, blessed be the name. Blessed. Oh, I don't know no verse. Well,